Okay, yeah, it'll be in Teams. You'll be able to see the recording. Okay, so just so everybody knows that you're being recorded, okay? I'm supposed to tell you that. Okay, so I'm Dr. Andrews, and I'm on the accounting faculty at USF, and I'm the program director for the MAC, and I taught COST last summer, and we had a really good experience with it from my perspective, okay? So I'm excited about us. We've got naturally some new technology that we're rolling out that, I don't know, I feel like all I do is train online. You know, it's constant change. So I thought what we would do today is first go through the syllabus, and if you've got questions, you can either raise your hand or you can just go ahead and ask a question, all right? Because it's not like you're going to bump into each other all the time, so don't hesitate. And then we'll do that, and then we'll go through what's on Canvas, all right? It's a little bit different maybe than in other classes, and then we'll look at Teams. Well, no, I'll probably look at Teams at the end. We'll do Top Hat next, and that really is the center of our course. That's where like a lot of the interaction. That's where you'll probably be spending a lot of time. And I know it's another product and everything, but I think it's worthwhile. And I think it's $29 for a 4-month period. Okay, and that would be for like if you had another course that was taking it, you'd only pay the $29 once. That's the good thing about it. But okay. So let's take a look. You can see the syllabus now, right? Yeah, you can. I'm going to go back to 1 second. You can use the chat for questions too, but make sure that I catch it, okay? Here we go. Extra points for pictures, you know. Okay, this is the other section, but the syllabus is exactly the same. I want you to notice, and this is in our meeting time. You don't care, right? You don't care. So this is my phone number. There's my cell right there. Make sure that you've got it. If you need me, you can always call or send me a text. Either one is fine. And let's go through. I think we start out with what you need. First of all, the Horngren text. It's Horngren, Foster and Data and Rajan. And it's the 16th edition, and I understand that the bookstore is calling it the 17th edition, but when you get the book, it's actually the 16th. So I think there's just a typo in what the bookstore has. That's what the other class said, okay? Just so that you understand that. And then we've got pro copy notes, and I think these are really worthwhile. They've got the notes for the chapter in there, and in all the problems that you need to do. We've got 2 sets of problems, like special problems or class problems that are really good examples, and problems just like those show up on the exam, so you want to make sure that you're covered there. And then the writing problems are also written problems that are homework are also in there. Okay, so everything's in one place by chapter, and I think that's kind of handy. So, and I understand that it costs $22 from ProCopy, and if you're not in town, they'll mail it to you for $9.95, which isn't cheap. Okay, you'll need Tableau, and that's free, but that's like a little bit later. And then the Top Hat registration, there's a join code for it. This you want to get pretty soon. Okay, I'd say as soon as possible. And then Teams, Microsoft Teams, and Teams is free, and the link is available within Canvas. And the reason why, or you can just get the Teams app. Like I leave it running separately on my desk, and I chat in there, so messages will pop up, and it's a really fast way to communicate. So I like it. Okay, any questions so far? Are we good? Okay, don't be shy. All right. This doesn't pay off. David jumped in already, so nobody has to worry. Okay, and this is the grading scale. Last summer we just had A, B, C, D, but I added plus minus to it because, a nice A minus is better than a B plus, and I just think it's I like it. So I've got a plus minus scale, and then for grade categories we've got 3 exams. that are, pretty well spaced. They're good, and they are a total of 80% of your grade. Okay, so the exams are serious. That's where your real points are. But the other ones, the other 20% is 2 grade levels. So you can't afford to miss those. You've got 6 quizzes. I'm going to drop 2, okay, at 10 points each. And then an Excel project and a Tableau project. And the Tableau project, I just wanted to tell you, won a national award. It was written by Dr. Canis and 2 colleagues, and she won a national American Accounting Association award for it. So it's real nice, and she just got that. And then we've got my lab assignments and also written homework that's worth 2%. But you don't want to be hunting for this 2. That 2% can make a whole grade level difference at the end of the semester when you just missed an A. So the top hat questions are also in there too. Those are worth another 2%. So you really should be doing the homework to practice, okay? Because you really need the work. So that's how you want to think about that. Okay? Any questions? We're all good, right? Okay, I'm not seeing enough activity down here. I expect to see more questions or more something, but maybe not. All right, then there are all these policies. Okay, you can read this on your own. You should be in here a lot. Watch your email from me, okay? And if you need to email me, this is a better address. Canvas email does a number on anything that you attach, and I can't reply to it and attach a solution, for example. I have to go into stupid Canvas to do it, and it's just a pain in the neck. Let's see. And then we're going to use Teams for this. The university is going to get rid of Blackboard Collaborate, so I figured we'd just jump in and start using this now. I think we'd have another semester on it, but there are other reasons why I like this too. What else do we have? I think that's it that's important. I understand that there are no tutors this semester. I don't know if they couldn't figure out how to make it work, but there are no. Actually, yeah, the session is being recorded. Okay, now tell me, this is Megan, right? So the sessions are, it's being recorded right now. I think that's it, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, so I know with no tutors, it's lousy. I can't believe we're going to do a whole semester without tutors. I think that's a mistake. But what you can do is you can go, there's NAC is available. And I guess this is good that we partner with NAC to provide students with access to free help from good peer tutors, okay, who have excelled in this course. The other thing you can do is you can always ask me. Okay, I know you might hesitate to do that, but boy, I know what it's like to not know anything. So don't ever hesitate. Okay? I know. I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if this tutoring thing changed because it's too many students that use them, We'll see. Then there are video tutorials down there, but I think you're a little bit above those. Additional. So then the other thing is here's the schedule, and we have an exam. The exams are there, and I understand that we're about a week off from Intermediate 1. Sure, Jen. Yeah. We're about a week off, so they should be okay. But if you've got big conflicts with Intermediate, with your section or something, let me know, and I'll just move our exams, okay, so that you've got some room because it's hard to take these 2 classes together. And so here, this first week, I want you to put a picture up because it's really nice to have a photo. You have to admit, it was nice to see in our class here. Who do we have? We've got Angela has a picture up, and Catherine does. Isn't it nice to have a picture? So put your picture up. There's another picture down here. Who's this? Okay. Panagiotis? Tell me how to say your name.
Do you want the Greek accent or the American accent?
Well, yeah, I know. Give me the Greek and I'll give it a try.
Okay, the Greek is Panagiotis.
Oh, Panayotis.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, I got that.
But you can call me Panos if that's easier for you.
All right. If I get stuck, if I can't remember, I will. Otherwise, I'm gonna go Panayotis.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. See, and I've got this Buffalo accent too. That's what my accent drives people crazy. So. Okay, but isn't it nice to have pictures? It's nice to have a picture. David, it didn't work? No, it didn't work. Huh. I can put a little video together. Okay, Javier? We get a question?
Yeah, you just want the picture on Canvas, or do you want the picture on Teams? Where exactly do you want the picture?
Yeah, I would put it in Teams because this is where we're going to meet, and then we can see some faces. You know, it's really nice.
Okay,
and
I got it.
Yeah, I actually think it's a Microsoft picture that you're putting up. So like I've got Office 365, so now they have pictures splattered all over the place. You know, it's just nice to have a picture.
So
Okay.
I put my picture, like it's on the main team screen, but it doesn't seem to show up on this screen. So I don't know.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know, Sarah.
Yeah, I think that's my problem too.
Huh. Let me find out, okay? And I'll give you a little video on it to figure it out. I don't know. Well, here we are on the bleeding edge of technology here, but I'll let you know. Okay, so on the syllabus, so this is how we are, and it's generally, here's the topic. It's pretty much one chapter a week. Yeah, it is, no matter what. And then each week you'll have a homework problem due, and then a quiz due every 2 weeks. Okay, I moved Tableau up, so he's got one done. September 14th is when Tableau is due. That's a 4-hour project. Okay, but it's very well documented. It's really good. Yeah. Okay, so any questions on this? Then the actual homework assignments, they're here, but they're also available in Canvas and in the ProCopy book. Okay. So, anything else? Anything else that you might need to know? And then this is all the regular stuff that they make us put in. Some important dates here, though, are at the end, like the withdrawal deadline, October 31st, right? Add drop deadline is this Friday. Okay, the final is Tuesday, December 8th. And then there's just a lot of stuff. So are we good with the syllabus? No, Gina, the ProCopy is not mandatory. Not at all, and everything is available. So it just, the reason why I like it is because of its organization, you know? Like it has, and everything's in one place. Yeah, David, I agree. Yeah, I think it's $22, but they do a beautiful job. It's all bound. Our schedule's on the front cover, and then everything is in there by chapter. So you start out with notes on the chapter, and then there are special problems, and then homework problems are all in there. So it's pretty worthwhile. Thanks, Panayotis, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just handy. I don't know, and then you don't have papers all over the place. Like I've got solutions, you know, like all over the house. It's a big mess.
I'm glad you did that actually, because it's the first time I see a teacher doing that. I don't know. I never had any teachers like with notes like that.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Accounting's pretty, you know how we are. Once I get my camera attached here too, I could show it to you. Let me see if I can, I don't know how to do, well, I'll have to figure out. I need to attach another audio or visual source to this. Yeah, it's just really handy. Well, you've got everything you need for this class to succeed. You really will. There are practice exams with practice multiple choice questions everywhere. But all you've got to do is put the time in. That's really what it's about. Efficient time, you know. So I want you to make sure that you contact me if you've got any problems or if you've got questions about things. So let's take a look at Canvas. And you guys are section 1, huh? Here we are. Okay. So here's Canvas, and you want to, Canvas for us will be more of a repository, except that one second, I got all this other stuff opened up here. I want to make sure that I can see the chat because otherwise I can't see it. There. Okay. I'm going to tell you. It's more of a repository and a place to take quizzes and exams. All right, rather than like all the videos that I have and the interactive things really aren't here. This is more like an archive. So Canvas will include all handouts, but then the quizzes and exams are in here because we're going to use Proctorio for proctoring the exams. All right, and it just has some rules, and you've got to be in a quiet place. You got to make sure that you've got, you know, the exam things settled out, that you've got a place to be where nobody's going to bother you, and you've got some sequestered quiet time. So we've got notes, and then your class problems and solutions will be available here. Bi-weekly quizzes, the exams, the project files for Tableau and Excel, and then a Teams link for class is in here. Okay, like the Teams meeting right there. And then for in Top Hat, that is where all the that's where all the videos are, and the it's almost like a guided study through each chapter. Okay, and I'm really interested in how you find this if you think it helps you. So I'll be giving you a survey probably in a couple weeks. So it has video lectures, it's got video problem solutions. So I'll work a problem if with you if you want to. You can stop mine. It's good if you're stuck someplace, but sometimes I'm not sure if students want to listen to the whole thing because it's a lot of me. Practice multiple choice questions are in, or not practice, these are real multiple choice questions. We've got discussions in here, and then also your textbook access, and I'll show you how that works. And then in Pearson, in my accounting lab, I've assigned exercises here. My long-term goal is to somehow maybe get rid of this and just have an e-text. I don't know, but I think this is a really good place to practice those middle-level problems, middle-level exercises before you start working on like real problems. Okay, so if we go to modules, then your grades are also in here too. Okay, so these are live class sessions. Oh, you don't have this. Here's all the stuff about Top Hat. I would read this, best practices for top performing students. I'd spend some time on that. And there's a whole bunch of student support information here. And if you need anything like that, you can always ask me. And there's the 400th version of our syllabus. I think it's current though. And then here are all the solutions to the homework problems, but those are not available. Okay, they're all timed. So like this will be available September 1st. Okay, like your homework is due the 31st, and this will open up at 12 a.m. So they'll all open up. And here's the data, everything that you need for the Tableau project and the Excel project. Okay, and then there's a big section here, and these are organized by exam. So here, this is what you need, like for the exam 1 materials. These are study guides for not study guides. These really are chapter notes, okay? For 1, 2, 4, and 5, that's your first exam. And then these are all of the problems that we'll work on together, and then the solution I'll open up, okay? Here's chapter 2. This is the solution. Oh yeah, there's so you can see the solutions aren't open yet, but the problems are all here. And these are problems that are similar to what you can expect to see on an exam. And they don't, somehow they're very clear, so they really demonstrate the concept. I like these problems. Okay? And there's exam 2. Okay, it starts out with handouts. These are notes. And then extra problems and solutions. See, I'm not finished. I don't think the solutions are in here yet. And there's exam 3. We've got, so this is like really like 4.5 chapters, okay? I hate to backload a course. Can't see this yet. And there are problems, but the solutions aren't here yet. Okay? There's like 2 extra problems per chapter, generally speaking. So any questions on Canvas? If we go to the syllabus, sorry. Question?
I have a question. The handouts for like the exam, is that the same as what's in the pro copy?
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what you've got for the exam is you've got a complete, like if I go back here, you have a total practice exam. I think it's under exams. Yeah, it's not opened up yet. Hold on 1 second. So if I go, now this is my Canvas, which is a little bit different than yours. It's all under quizzes. There's exam 1, but there's also a full practice exam, exam 3, practice. There's a here's practice exam version 3. Okay, here's an entire practice exam, say for exam 1. Okay, some of the problems you've got to work them out on paper. Then I want you to scan it and upload it like at the end of the exam. But this is exactly what you can expect to see on the exam. Okay, so you got some true-false questions. You know, of course, they're different questions, but it's the same thing. So fill in the blank problems. Okay. Here's a matching one, I think. Well, it's just what it should be, etc. And then some regular problems. You've got problems, probably 2 or 3 problems at the end of each exam, and then a bunch of multiple choice, maybe 20 multiple choice. So the one thing it gives you is a good idea of how long the exams are, that you've really got to move while you're in here. Okay, but you should be fine. So, okay, any questions on that? How about that? You've also got other let's see, other practice things like more multiple choice questions. There are flashcards with like a big PowerPoint deck that has a question and an answer that you go through. So lots and lots of practice. And all the homework is actually, Hillary, the homework is actually in, it's in ProCopy and it's in your book. Let me just see here. I think I've got the homework solutions in here, but not the problems themselves. I could put them in here. Yeah, these are just the solutions. So I can load it. I can load the homework in here if you want it, but it's all in the ProCopy book, and it's also in your textbook. Those problems are out of the text. Okay? Okay. All right, so that's all I have. I'm going to open up my lab. Hold on 1 second. And then we'll take a look at Top Hat. Okay. In order to, I'm going to open up my lab. And what I'm going to do is open up the e-text so that it's running in the background. You know, we've got a million clicks to get in here. You guys, am I going too fast, or do you have any questions at all? I wish I could see your faces. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at Top Hat. So I have 3 courses in here, and this is you. This is section 2. And there's an introduction here, and I may have said this before, but you know, I started out with having a introduction here, which is nice. But then I realized, I told you everybody would have to have this in order to do the first day attendance, so I couldn't do it. I had to use Canvas. All right, so that's nice that this is here. What I should do is just give everybody a half a point here. But in any event, let's take a look at chapter 1. Okay, so this is chapter 1, and the way it's organized is I've got an overview for the chapter that gives you an idea about what it's about, and let me take a look at it here. So the introductory chapter that places managerial accounting in a broader accounting context, and it starts out by differentiating managerial from financial, and that's actually a big mental switch. Because if you're a managerial accountant, you're inside of a firm. You know, you're within there. You're not, an external person looking at it from a financial perspective. You're looking at other things. So then we talk about the value chain and management accounting's position in the value chain. It's actually really important. And then finally, it ends up with ethics and ethical guidance. Okay. All chapters have class notes. You might want to print them, okay? But what I should say here, class notes, I should say, let's see, let's edit this. Let's say that we have class notes available in ProCopy. Okay. There we go. Okay, they're in ProCopy, and if you don't have them, I would print them and use those as I read the text and maybe take some notes on the side. Okay, the other things those notes are good for is when you're studying for an exam. So each section in Top Hat includes a presentation and multiple choice questions to exercise your understanding. Okay, there are no class problems in this chapter, all right, but they start in the next chapter, in chapter 2. And at the end of the chapter, there's always a discussion where you can leave anonymous feedback. Like if something didn't work for you, or something was off, or you still didn't understand it, you can leave a note in there, and everyone can see the note, but they won't know. It's still anonymous. No one will know who said it except for me. Okay? So, and then I point out in here that you're also in a smaller study group in teams. We'll take a look at that next and use that I would check answers. I would do homework with other people. I would definitely talk with somebody else if I was in class. Don't be by yourself. It's really helpful to have somebody else just to bounce things off of. So what we're going to have is you'll have, when you go through this, you'll do some Top Hat questions. Then I would do the accounting lab exercises. They're like one step up. And then I would do the written problems for the chapter. Okay, I would do it just in that order. So for the first chapter, this is financial and managerial. Okay, and it has, let's see, here's a little introduction to it. In the first chapter in every managerial accounting text is about the difference between financial and managerial, and that's a fact. Okay, but the mental transition is a real thing. So now what you can do is you can click this, and it takes you right to the textbook. Isn't that handy? It has to be open first, so you have to have your textbook open, you know, from Pearson, but it'll take you right to the section that you need to read. So you've just got like a chunk of the book. That way it's not like sitting down and slogging through a whole chapter where you don't remember anything. Okay, so it's pretty, I think it's really nice. And I don't have a lecture for this because I didn't think you needed it, truthfully. So you've just got some multiple choice questions here to answer. And these are in for points, and they'll go into a grade book that you'll have inside of Top Hat. Okay, and so I'll just move grades over periodically every now and then. Now they don't automatically go into Canvas. Okay. And here's the next one, 3 and 4. So let's say this is on business functions in the value chain. Okay, so it'll take you right to it. I just think this is a nice feature, you know, like if I decided I was going to study for a couple hours and get through this, this is how I would do it. And this also has a video that you would play. Now these videos are on YouTube. You can have it take up the whole screen if you want, you know, and all your volume controls are here. YouTube also, you can put on closed captions for these, believe it or not. All right. Kind of, and they're pretty good. They're not bad. So, okay, any questions on this? Then some multiple choice questions, okay? Or I think there's a matching question here. And this is handy because when you look at the value chain, you know, it has these different segments in it. So then they'll give you an example. Well, this is what someone does. Where is it in the value chain? You need to practice that because there are pieces of it that are tricky. Okay. Now the next chapter, let's say this has 4 sizable hunks of work in it. Okay, but you've had it before. You've had it in 2071, but it's sort of different when you're doing it in here. Here's, you know, cost and terminology. So it'll take you right to the textbook again, which is really nice. You've got a presentation, and then you've got some questions on the material. Okay. Now let's look at this one. There's multiple choice. No, not this one. Some of them I wanted to show you. Yeah, here's one. Here's a problem. This is one of the special problems that we do. You know, these are in ProCopy, and they're also available in Canvas. But these are demonstration problems. So the background stuff, you can read and do this yourself. And then what I'll spend my time on with you pretty much is doing lots of problems. So this is a problem that works a problem. Okay. I think there's a couple of them here. And this is a camera, and we talk about the problem, and then I'll solve it right there. And what I'll do is I still have to put them up, but I want to make sure that all the solutions are available for you so you don't have to listen to me to get to the answer, you know? Okay, so these are nice. They're not bad. Okay, any questions? Okay, there's a question. Pearson, access denied, can't go from Top Hat to Pearson. You have to have the, you have to have the book open. So go into Canvas and open up the text first, and then those links will be live. Yeah, Gina, you're right. No unlimited attempts on the homework. Actually, some of them have got 1 attempt, but I think 1 is kind of lousy. So I'm going to make it 2. But some have 2. The class lecture, no. The class lecture is a lecture on the content in the chapter. Like this here is on the content in the chapter about a multi-step income statement. And this one, okay, this lecture is about learning outcome 1 and 2. Okay, so the class lecture first talks about the book, all right, and you know what the content is in there, and then the problems are class problems, and the class problems demonstrate the more, you know, the costy type stuff that you have to learn, and you've got to learn an approach to it. Okay. Okay. Okay, make them pronounce your name for me. Okay, oh, okay, good. You're all set then? Yeah, so okay, good. So we'll go through the whole chapter, but then I think we need to do problems together. And if I were you and I was in a cost class, I would want to do, I mean, I can read the book, you know what I mean? But I would want help with the problems most. So I do a lot of problems. Okay, they're probably, well, it's say 2 to 3 per chapter, decent sized problems. Okay. Now most of them are on YouTube. They've been uploaded there, so that's kind of handy. And like this is a nice one. This is just, oh, that's the one we looked at before. Yeah, see, this is 3. So this is which one? This one's called cost flow illustration. Yeah, and then cost of goods manufactured here. And then this one is Tanya and Matt's ice cream. So those are 3 big problems. And then, you know, I know I like the multiple choice questions right away because they're related directly to these learning outcomes. So I think that is, you know, it would help me learn. Okay, anybody else? Any other questions here? So let's say when you get ready, you can see these are all your deliverable dates. This is wrong. That should be August 31st. Okay, good. Yeah, so class will be every Tuesday, Thursday. No, I've got it wrong, David. I think it should go for 1 hour and 15 minutes. It should have been 45 and not 15. I saw it last night. Okay, so the class goes from 12:30 to 1:45. Okay. Yeah, not 1:15. I was looking at it last night and I saw it. I think it's wrong in the syllabus. I hit a 15 instead of a 45. Anything else? Yes. Yeah, right. Yeah, sorry.
I have a question about the text, the required text for the class.
Sure.
So once you purchase Top Hat, is the e-text under Top Hat, or you have to buy like the access code separate?
I wish it was. Yeah, you have to. You've got to get My Accounting Lab. So the cost for Top Hat is on top of the My Accounting Lab cost. The My Accounting Lab includes the exercises and the textbook.
Okay.
But I liked, I don't know. I've been teaching online for a lot of years, and I like the organization of Top Hat. I really think it's going to pay off. I don't know. I'll ask you in a couple weeks and you let me know, okay? Like it does things that Canvas can't do, so I don't know. I go around and around about it because $29 is, you know, it's a lot of money. It's not cheap. You know, especially when you add it to 3 other courses, you know, pretty soon you're talking too much money. It's too bad the textbooks weren't free because, I mean, accounting hasn't changed in years, or cost accounting in particular, hasn't changed in years. It didn't change for until 1990. Can you imagine? So you could use the same book from 1940 to 1990. Do you guys know when the first accounting text was ever published? 1944. It was a little skinny book, and it was the first one, so it went all around the country. There should be one at Uliana, right? For first day attendance is the orientation. Let's look in Canvas. Here it is. Here's your first day attendance is an introduction. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Any other? Come on, more questions. You know, don't be shy. Seriously. And all you need is a few people to talk, and then everybody else will. Okay, do you want to take a look at Teams? Okay. So we're good then, right? Okay. All righty. Let's go to, I'm going to close this. Okay. Okay, that's a question. Hold on one second. I've got to somehow open this so that I can see both. Oh no, we're good, right? No, is there? I know it looks like there's another kind. Is there another question? Hillary, are you raising your hand, or is that an old hand? I think it's an old hand. Okay. Alrighty. So here we are in Teams. This is what my Teams looks like, and I have it for like all my classes are in here. And it has a couple nice features that I really like, and one of them is the chat. Okay, and remember we were going to use this product called Slack, but you know, people were having trouble signing up, and I thought we really don't need more technology. It's just like it's too many different things. So this chat is, what I like about it is that you can send me, it's an app on your phone, and I have Teams going all the time in the background when I'm working. And it has, like you can tell, like there's my, like if you went to write to me and it came up with that red sign, you could tell that I was busy, okay, that maybe I was in another class or something like that. But if it was green, I'm here and it's open. Okay, so that's kind of, that's a hint. You can still write to me and I'll get to you whenever I can. But this is like a chat where you don't have to tell me who you are. I'll know who you are. I'll know what class you're from, which is, you know, always something I have to go back and forth with people on. So, so that's like a really nice thing. And then let's say these are all my teams. Okay, so let's go to your class, your section 1. Okay, and what I've done is I put everybody in a study group. Okay, so here's group 1. And they're just miscellaneous. So there are 5 people in here. There are 5 people per study group. And I would, if I were you, I would work together. I'd do homework together. I would get to know somebody that you can talk to and, you know, just get someplace. And what I'll do is I'll send out a message to each team, which is nice. The other thing you can do is, let's see, here I am in group 1. You can just meet. Okay, so you can click this meeting button and you can have a space here to share anything. Okay, so that's just a really nice thing. And if you wanted to email everybody in here, you can get the email address and mail all the people that participate in it. Or there might be somebody else who you study accounting with all the time. Maybe somebody you got to know in 2071 and you're in the same intermediate 1 class. If you want to have your own group, I can move you into your own. Okay, just let me know. But it's a good place to you know, to work on things, to share a screen, and to talk. So that's why I thought it might be worthwhile. So, and then our classes will always be live online session. Yeah, this will always be right here. That's us. All right. So it's the same link, same spot every week. Okay. So that's how it is. So I would get to know everybody and see if there's somebody that you can work with in there. Any question about teams? And it's a good place, like instead of sending me an email, you know, an email is so tiresome, and you know, my email inbox is like, it's like hundreds of emails. It's a lot. So, you know, if you want to ask me a quick question, you'll get an answer a lot faster with a text than you will with an email. You know, I don't know. I just think it's an easier way to work. But it's up to you. So what do you say? Let's see. That's what I should do, huh? Maybe I will. Good idea. Oh, okay. Panagiotis. No, I didn't get it right. Oh dear. It's the G. Is it a soft G? Panagiotis? It's the accent too. Panagiotis? In any event, I will give you a group project. I think that's a great idea. Then at least you'd have to get to know each other, and if you're a little bit shy, you'd still at least have to do something. I should make the first homework problem a group project. How about that? Somebody will want to kill me though, so I'll make it a separate one. Okay. Okay, so we've gone over the syllabus. And we went through what's in Canvas. We talked about ProCopy. We went through Teams, and we went through Top Hat. It's a lot of different pieces, but I think it's going to turn into you'll get a routine after a while, you know. So what do you think, folks? Now, the other class went the full time almost. They had a whole bunch of questions. You must have these questions. For sure you do. Nothing at all? Well, I don't know what to say. I think that's it then. So we're good. And good luck in intermediate. Don't let yourself be spooked by that, you know, 40% thing. Just forget it. All right. Work really hard in there. Put like 3 times as much time in there as you did in 2071. You really have to work. You got to study and you got to be smart about it. Oh, thanks, David. Yeah, I know. Well, it's pretty much something's due on Monday, so at least it's the same day every week. Okay, Jordan. David, then intermediate, I don't think so. I don't know why cost got so hard there for a while, because it's really fine. Intermediate 1? You passed intermediate 1 last spring? I don't know what happened to cost. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's more. Well, a lot depends on it, you know. But the thing of it is, the way to look at this is, let's say that, yeah, we meet at the same time, Hillary, every Tuesday, Thursday. And the meeting's being recorded, so if something happens, you can always watch the recording. And generally, the homework in Canvas, two things. Yeah, you do submit a file, but what I'd like you to do, I hope so late. What I'd like you to do is to get either, get an app, and this is in a syllabus too, get either Cam Scanner or it's called Turbo Scan. Those are 2 free scanning apps for your iPhone or for your phone. You'll use them all the time. They're really, really nice, and they'll change the document into a PDF. You can string more pieces together. Good, Julia. You can string like 5 pages together and then upload it. Thomas, on Excel, I mean, I'm a heavy Excel user, and I understand that. Some problems lend themselves to it, and I'll let you know, okay? But on some of them, like if you're doing T accounts, I don't want you to spend all your time formatting T's in a spreadsheet, okay? Because you spend all your time at that and you don't get the concept. That's why, in my mind, a pencil and paper is really useful, okay? Now, on the pictures, okay, I want to say Mari Clara, is that right?
That's fine. I usually go by Mary if that's easier.
Okay, Mary. Okay. You know what? A picture will not be clear. I'll show you the stuff that gets sent to me, and it's really hard to see, and they're generally dark. Whereas what the scanning apps do is they'll take a really sharp black and white scan, and they're so much easier to see. Genius Scan, good to know. And once you've got it, you'll use it for all kinds of things. You'll be surprised. Between that and Snagit, I use Snagit like 1,000 times a day. Those 2 things, so they're really helpful. Oh yeah, that's right, Sam. The iPhone has its own. If you go into Notes, you can use the scanner right in there. That's right. I forgot about it. Yeah, once you have it, you'll really use it. But a picture is. If you send me a picture, I'll know right away, and I'll take a picture of what I see, and I'll send it back to you. You'll see. They're just really hard, and I've got a lot of grading, so it would be nice if it was really clear to, easier to grade it. Okay, so now, do we just click the yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would do, Jordan. I would do it from right within Canvas. I don't know if the price is better than the bookstore. It might be. Financial aid is where the bookstore has the edge. That's why they can, charge what they do, because they're connected to them. So, yeah, so after we do the first homework, and there's one of the homework problems, check the assignment page, because I've got it as like a fill in the blank thing, so you don't have to start it from scratch. Okay, you can just go into it like it's a quiz, like it's an assignment. You know what I mean? I think it's a matching problem, so you can do that right within Canvas. And then I think 31 is something you've actually got to write. Okay, so I'm trying to put more. 120, huh? Wow. I'm trying to put more. Okay, so it's 31. So 25 is the one you have to write about. And I'm trying to put more guidance on the actual homework pages, so that if there was a place where people got stuck before or something happened, I try to tell you what it is. Okay, or what to pay attention to. Okay, you're doing a lot better with questions. This is good. Yeah, and then when we get together in class, like on Thursday, we'll actually start working. Well, I don't know. We'll start working problems a little bit. We're still in the first chapter, but I don't know. Usually, what I do is I'll get the homework set up so that you're all set to do the homework. Sometimes we did the whole problem in class, and I don't think that's a waste of time, because I think it's. The object is for you to learn, so if that's an effective way to learn, then so be it. you know. Oh, there's one other thing I was going to tell you, that with intermediate, you know, let's say that you find out, let's say that intermediate does not go well. Oh, wait a minute. So for this week, turning in my lab homework, Top Hat, and the written one. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Mari. Okay? But let's say that intermediate does not go well for you, okay? Don't let it bother you. That's okay, because then what you found out is there's something else waiting for you that will be you're going to be working for a long time in your life. So you might as well do something that you love, okay, that you really like, as upsetting as that can be sometimes. Okay, my resume looks like where to work in Western New York. So, so on Thursday, I'm not going to talk about that chapter, I don't think, Catherine. That matching piece, though, was that in there? If there's a place where I think you might get hung up, then we'll talk about that. Okay, the rest of the week, so, will be really packed. Like once we start in chapter 2, then it's more like a real cost course. This first chapter is a real introduction. So, but from 2 on, it's lots and lots of calculations, you know. So it's really handy in class to work together. And I have 2 new things. I've got this real cute little tablet that I can write and you can see it. Isn't there a whiteboard in here someplace? It's in here, so I think there's a whiteboard. Nice if I could find it though, wouldn't it? Let's see. Okay, I'm going to close this. Oh, I think it's under here. Yeah, whiteboard. Yeah. So this will be an experiment. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't look like it's working. No. No, it's not. I'll have to figure this out. But I've got a Wacom whiteboard. Open an app. Well, I'll play with this later, okay? Okay. Whatever, this isn't working. I'll figure it out. But it's really nice so that you won't have to look at my hand. You can just see me write, and it'll show what I'm writing. So it's actually kind of nice if I can get it to work. Okay. Okay, just joined. Pedro, the meetings are not mandatory. They should be. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. But, you know, things happen to people. So what I do is I record them all so you can watch them later. But I'd encourage you not to miss it. You know, it really is like missing class in some ways. And it's your responsibility to know what's going on. You know what I mean? So, you know, try to make it if you can. And then you can answer questions and you get to know the people in the class better, things like that. So, anything else, you guys? Written problems? They're not. You know, I've got, whoops, wait a minute, sorry. I'll fiddle around with this. The written problems themselves are in the Pro Copy book, and they're also in the actual textbook for the course. Okay, David? But I can put them in Canvas. I can load them in there. It actually wouldn't even take long, so I can do that. Okay. Anything else that's hanging out there? You came through with questions. This is good. And if you need me, you know, I would spend a little bit of time in Teams too. Yes, that's right. That's right, Mary. They're just like a normal textbook problem, so they're right at the back of the chapter. And the list of the problems is on the syllabus. Yeah, the syllabus quiz, I think it's due Monday, isn't it? You've got an introduction due Thursday. That's the big one for first day attendance because I have to turn that in on Friday. But the syllabus quiz, I think it's not a hard quiz, not hard at all. And I think that's due on I think that's due Monday. We can check. Let's see. Yeah, syllabus quiz is Monday. Yeah. Okay. You are welcome. Let's see. Okay. So you got top hat and beginning math. I just want to make sure I knew what the. Yeah, they are. I'll upload them. Me too, David. It's nice to be back in class, isn't it? It is. Someday, though, I hope we're back in the building so I can meet some of you. Okay. Okay, when I asked something about the syllabus quiz and because I took it before. I did. I think it's all fixed. Oh, no, you're good. You got full credit on it. Panagiotis, right? Panagiotis. Yeah, you've got full credit, so don't worry. You were the only one who had taken it, but you still had 10 points, so you're good. You know, after your feedback, I changed some of the things. Yeah. Okay, are we done? You're never going to be done early again. Oh, good, Mari, I hope. Me too. And if you need anything, just let me know, okay? Ah. It's hard, isn't it? Oh, at least you got it going. Okay, guys. All righty. Well, good luck with the rest of the week, and I'll see you on Thursday, okay? And if you're lost at all, let me know. Oh, Jordan. Oh, we have fun, Jordan. We have a lot of laughs. I wish was too. You too. Okay, everybody. Gina? You too, Gina. All right. You too, David. Yeah. Okay.